Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you guys would do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. That really helps me out a lot, trying to get this thing up and going and off the air. So the more people that like, subscribe, and even share with your friends, that'd be I would appreciate it many times. So I really appreciate if you guys would like, share, and subscribe to the page. So just wanted to talk about the week. Been on vacation. I always take vacation the last week of April. There is a charity fundraising bass tournament at Table Rock, always the last weekend of April, for the Arc of the Ozarks. And what the Arc of the Ozarks is an organization that helps people, not just kids, not just adults, but people of all ages in the Springfield community in the Ozarks. That's why it's called Arc of the Ozarks. And they help people with disabilities. They do many things. It would take me forever to talk about all the services and everything the Arc of the Ozarks provides, but it's a great organization for people with disabilities that live in the Ozarks. They got offices all around. Like I said, this is a big fundraising deal for them. Unfortunately, we've got some very severe thunderstorms. Well, let me back up. So they booked this thing on Saturday. It's always Saturday. They have the big tournament, and then afterwards they have the weigh-in, and they feed everybody lunch or an early dinner after the 3 o'clock weigh-in. So so everybody started signing up for the tournament. There were other tournaments that signed up, got regatta permits on top of the Arc of the Ozarks. Decisions had to be made. I guess the Army Corps of Engineers got involved because of the amount of tournaments this weekend, and Arc agreed to move theirs to Sunday to help out, to help spread all the boats out, this, that, and the other. Well, when they did that, they unfortunately ran into this severe thunderstorm that is on its way. Last night they had tornadoes in Nebraska and in Iowa, and I guess a lot of that storm, part of all that pushed through, there's another system that's building right now that's over toward the Wichita area, and they're saying here in the Ozarks tonight and early tomorrow we could be getting tornadic activity, flash flooding, the whole real bad spring, early summertime storms that we always get here in the Ozarks. So unfortunately, due to all that, the decision was made to cancel the event. I'm very sad about that. I love supporting the Arc of the Ozarks. I hope that when they come up with the new date, I hope I'm available and Matt's available to fish. Unfortunately, really in 2 weeks, I've got other tournaments. Matt's got other tournaments. My son has baseball tournaments on the weekends coming up. My daughter has soccer. So unfortunately, this was like my last real free weekend before I get super busy. I thought I was busy before with stuff. Now it's really coming. Now the kids are involved with the fishing and stuff, and I always try to work that out. The events where I'm not missing ball games, because I do coach the baseball team, so coach has got to be there. So if I'm not at one of the kids' ball games, I'm going to be fishing a tournament somewhere, whether it's Stockton, Taneycomo, Table Rock, Pomme de Terre, whatever. So anyway, unfortunately we're headed home from Table Rock Lake, and it was an outstanding week at Table Rock Lake. And let me back up a little farther. I spent the first part of the week at Pomme de Terre fishing the Missouri Bass Federation state qualifier. Did not fare very well. Had a poor showing on day one. Only had 2 keepers, so that really put me behind the 8 ball. And even the 5 keepers that I had on day 2, after adjustments and things were made and things were done different, was able to put a limit in the boat on day 2, but it just wasn't enough to get me over the hump to put me in the top 3 to make the national semifinal. So waiting to see where my club points shake out in hopes to be able to go to the national semifinals for the Bass Federation, which is held on Grand for our region. So our region is held on Grand this year. So back to Table Rock. Knew the weather was going to be iffy the entire week. Had been on vacation since last Friday. Got done at Pomme de Terre Sunday. Hung around my house on Monday, mowed the yard, did like stuff that needs to be done before I go out of town. Helped my wife out a little bit, make things a little easier on her. So I spent Monday doing chores, doing some grocery shopping, stuff around the house. Like I said, mowed the yard, knowing that we were going to get a bunch of rain, fertilized, reseed, that whole deal. So Tuesday I came on down, the Table Rock, fished the main lake, and I had one of the best days I've ever had by myself as a solo guy on Table Rock. It's outstanding. And I will say this, first and foremost, I have live scope. I never turned it on. I didn't even take the cover off of that graph the entire 5 hours or whatever it was. I came down Tuesday to pre-fish to see about where the fish were. I knew it was going to rain. They were calling for all this heavy rain and flash flooding, so I didn't know how much practice we were going to be able to get in. So I came down Tuesday by myself while Matt finished some stuff up at his shop. He's self-employed, got his own mechanic shop, engine shop. So he was busy. I came down by myself and I just crushed him. Like I'm pretty humble about things, but my gosh, it really felt good to make the decisions that I needed to make and catch keepers all day long. Was it a mega bag? No, but I found the pattern that was going to be needed for us to build on in incoming days for practice if we were going to get practice. So came down Tuesday, fished, awesome, caught a ton of keepers, and caught a lot of short fish. Table Rock Lake is very healthy. I know there's some guys out there going, oh, what's happened to Table Rock? Nothing's happened to Table Rock. Fishing goes in cycles, different seasons, different techniques, and I know the live scope deal has come into play a lot in the wintertime around Table Rock, and I don't think unless the state of Missouri bans forward-facing sonar and 360, I don't think it's ever going away. So guys are just going to have to get used to that's the way it is in the wintertime and pre-spawn. So there's going to be some mega bags from here on out, but it's because guys have figured out, because of live scope and active target and whatnot, where those fish are going and where they hang out before they start going to the shallow water to spawn. So, caught them. I just caught them. So anyway, didn't fish Wednesday because it poured. It just rained. I ended up coming down Thursday early morning, and it just flat out, it just rained. Rain. We hung out, kind of just pilled around the house we stayed at, and then yesterday we never got a window to go practice. So we got the word yesterday about lunchtime, about noon, that they had canceled the event because of the severe thunderstorms and the high winds that are getting ready to push through here this evening and in the morning. That was the best decision that could have been made. These fish aren't worth death. They're not worth injury. They're not worth an insurance claim, a high dollar insurance claim on your boat. I mean, that stuff's going to happen. You're going to ding stuff and this and that, but it's not worth hail, lightning. I mean, the storms that they're predicting, it's not worth going out there and tournament fishing. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good of an angler or how tough you think you are. They made the organization, the Arc of the Ozarks, JP Sell, who was running the tournament, made the best organization. Another organization, Anglers in Action, they canceled their tournament shortly before the decision was made to cancel ours. So we went today to fun fish, to just kind of mess around. We thought, well, we've got this morning before this afternoon storms pop up because of the humidity. And man, we just wrecked them again. And it was so cool today at Table Rock. We never picked I'll tell you what, Matt threw a jig for about 2 minutes. I threw one a couple times just to give the fish another look. Never got bit. We just fished a shaky head. I mean, a finesse shaky head. I'm throwing a 7-foot Denali rod with the Shimano spinning reel 10-pound P-line fluorocarbon, and those fish at Table Rock just love that shaky head. And I tell you what was even cooler, we ended the day because we needed to get back to the house we stayed at, pack everything up, get back, try to get his boat to the lake to get back home so it would not get rained on and wet because wet boat carpet sucks. So anyways, it was just a phenomenal day. We ended up actually pulled into our last pocket somewhere we'd never fished before and said, you know what, we've never fished in here. It looks really good. And we caught 9 pounds. We got 3 fish. He caught a big football Kentucky. I caught a big O Kentucky, and then I caught a big O smallmouth right inside that pocket. So it's something, we marked everything on the graph. We found some stuff in there, the contours and the bank. Man, it was cool to end the day like that. With all our best 5, I did not bring my scale. It's at my house in my boat. But just going off of what we did, we took our measuring stick, we measured them, then like MDC, Missouri Department of Conservation, you can get online, a lot of states have this, they have the conversion chart where you convert what a fish length is to what it's supposed to weigh. Now, I think we're a little light because that doesn't, all these fish were pregnant spawning females. So, you know, a 17-inch fish, you know, supposed to weigh, let's say 3 pounds. Well, I think it weighed a little bit more than that because it's fat and its belly's full of eggs and it's spawning. But, so I would say our best 5 went conservatively 13.5 to 14.5 pounds. That would have probably got us a check in this event if it would have been today. That's generally about the weight it takes in these charity tournaments, is anywhere from high 13s to a 15 to get you a check. So we felt really good about what we did today. You know, I always have a blast with Matt. He's one of my regular tournament guys that I fish with at Stockton Lake and other places, and we just have a good time. Our styles mesh very well together. You know, I'm not afraid to change. He's, you know, we just mesh really well as tournament partners, and we've had some success, and we just enjoy each other. And, you know, the camaraderie also is second to none with me and him. So anyways, hey, like I said, I just want to talk quickly about Table Rock Lake. The water on Tuesday was in the high 50s. Today, with all the warm rain we had the last 2 days, it was 62, 63 in the main lake where we fished. Like I said, I just threw a small 3/16 ounce shaky head, and we just went to whacking them both days. That's what I threw on Tuesday. I picked up the shaky head and I never put it down until I left. And then today was the exact same way. When we tried to fish a jig for a few minutes, no takers, and then like the first cast on the shaky head, Matt caught one and thought, well, there's no reason to even pick anything else up. So, hey, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, trying to get this page going. But thank you all for your support. If you have any questions about Table Rock, hit me up in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, check out my Instagram page at Matt Hyde Outdoors. Would love to have you follow me and like and share that also. So thanks again, everybody. God bless, and stay safe tonight with the storms.